I'm Todd Grisham. The fighters are here, and they're about to get it on at the Lighthouse Theater. Alongside... And here... Sugar Ray Leonard.
This bout is...
What a pleasure to be in this unique... After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Jab misses. Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. This is such an amazing theater. So many great concerts have been performed here, but nothing quite like what we're going to see here.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent all laid out there.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. Done with that counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? And he scores with the counter. Didn't land that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punching. Caution being thrown to the wind. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. And there's the bell for round three. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's a counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He misses with that jab. That counter shot lands. It's all offense all the time. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Hook misses. Perfect. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook just can't find the target. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Back into the fray here in round 5. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Those counter punches have to hurt. These two were made for each other. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
counter punch. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. Crawford is dazed. Disaster averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout. This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Halfway through the round, and did you see that? Terrence Crawford just got rocked. That was the moment.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Beautiful counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Wow, what a shot! And it's over! A home run swing, and that will do it here. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.